All right. So these are two fellas that's going real viral right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw my man up here. We're gonna have this conversation real quick, then we're gonna get up out of here.
Here I go. If another woman tells me how to be a father, I will open my mouth and flat out scream. You can no more tell me how to be a father than I can tell you how to birth a baby. I don't know nothing about birthing a baby. I don't know nothing about nursing a child. You have to know what you don't know. Shut up being the teacher and just be the wife. How do you know how to be a father? Not only are you not a father, most of you didn't even have a father, and yet you're an expert on how to be. I know this is going to get me on TikTok for sure.
All right. TD Jakes in the building. TD Jakes in the building. What do y'all know about being a father? All right. It's hot out here. Yeah, Dre Harris threw that popcorn up there. It's hot out here. It's hot out here. So yeah, TD had to get that up off his chest. He said he is tired of these ladies. Tired of these ladies out here talking about stuff that they have no idea what they are talking about. So yeah, I know we're gonna touch this one real quick. That's it. Then we're gonna get on up out of here. We're gonna touch this real quick. So what y'all think about what TD had to say? Is he right? Is he wrong? Anybody in the comments, drop a comment. Let us know what you think about what he said. I'm gonna go to the panel. Actually, I'm gonna go to Chloe first. You want to go and get on into this? What you
I
thinking on
didn't
this,
know
Chloe?
I was detected. I just wanted to hear what everybody else had to say. I'm glad somebody else is saying it. Like, I'm just glad somebody else, and it ties in with tonight's topic. You know what I'm saying? Like, ladies, if we're going to call men to the mat and want them to be held accountable for being men, for what they're doing, what they're not doing, then we can't turn around and tell them how to be what we're saying they need to be. Like if we're saying they need to be leaders, if we're saying they need to be held accountable, if we're saying all of these things, then we can also then turn around and say, let me tell you how to do this. Because ladies, we know that when a man tries to tell us what we need to do, oh, we ain't going for that. So we can't be out here telling men how to be men. I think that's part of the problem. We don't know what we're talking about. As women, a lot of us, we don't know what we're talking about. We don't know. We don't know. I mean, I'll just be honest. I didn't know my husband was my husband. Really,
Mm.
my husband had to pursue me for me to know that he was my husband. Like just real talk. Like my husband had to show me what I needed. I didn't necessarily know what I need. We running down these lists talking about the man need to be like this, he need to be like this, he need to be like that, he need to be like this. You cannot tell that man what he need to be. You're not a man. We're holding men accountable, saying men are our leaders, right? So they should want to be held accountable for the things that have gone wrong in the community. Okay, all right, we're doing that, right? So if we're saying that they need to be leaders and need to be held accountable for what went wrong, then we can't turn around and then say, let me tell you how to do it. That's an oxymoron. So he's wrong. You want him to hold that. You want him to be accountable and you want him to be a leader, but then you want to tell him how to do it. Well, if you
Right.
knew how to do it, then him falling short wouldn't matter because you would have it under control. But ladies have not had it under control. Ladies, we have not had it under control. The men left. Okay, we talked about that. The men left. They left the community for whatever reason, drugs, whatever it was, incarceration, welfare, whatever it was, whatever the reasons was, pick one. They left. And we were supposed to be holding it down. We failed.
Mm.
Because the truth of the matter is because we cannot hold that position. We were not built to hold that position. So if we were not built to hold that position, it's just not the position we're supposed to play. That doesn't mean that we didn't go in there and do our best. Sure, we did. Absolutely, we did. But we were not built to hold that position. That's why we fell short. We have to own that part. The part about we tried to take it all on our shoulders and we fell short. We got to own that part. So we took it on our shoulders. We fell short. Now we want to turn around. Now that the men are showing up saying, okay, well, what's going on? Why is like this? What? Now we want to say, well, it's your fault, and let me tell you how to fix it. We couldn't do it when we had it.
Mm.
We got to pass the ball, but I throw the ball back. We had the ball. We couldn't do it. So I'm just like, I'm glad that, I don't listen to TD Jakes. I don't really follow him, but I'm glad that with his platform being as large as it is, that he is speaking on subjects like this because they need to be talked about and to be addressed.
That's facts. That's facts. You want to say something, Shantae?
I agree. First, before I say what I gotta say, do you think that women that have grown up around good men can they teach little boys the same thing that good men taught them? So, and in turn, they are kind of mocking, because I don't think that a woman can teach a man how to be a man. I
Not at
don't think
all.
a man, but can a woman install the things that maybe her grandfather installed in her or her father installed in her? She can't. They
No,
still
no,
no.
because
Okay.
because the perspective is not the same.
Okay.
Yeah, see, that's the difference, right? You can learn some good things from your grandfather, right? So your grandfather may be able to tell you, do A, B, and C, right?
Hmm.
But he can't communicate the risk that comes along with that.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
He can't communicate the pressure that comes along with taking care of a family and providing and protecting for a family. Like he can't communicate that part because you got to live that part. That's like purely experience. Like, see, another man can try to relay that to another man, and a man can understand that. But see, that can't come from a woman because see, she doesn't live that. Yeah, she don't live that part. She don't live the nights where the brothers is like they say the brother's sitting out in the car. He got to sit out in the car for about an hour before he come in the house. She not gonna understand that. Your granddaddy understand that. Your granddaddy can relay that down to you in your journey, and then you'll be able to make that connection. But see, that doesn't work that way. So like I said, you can tell somebody something, but the experience is not gonna be the same. Yes,
Yeah.
so no, at the end of the day, that needs to come from another man. Another man understands that and can relay that to another young man coming up behind them.
Yeah.
Let's see. Dre Harris responded to. He said no because experience teaches, and there you go. And the angle is different.
Okay.
Yep, the perspective is different. So me and Dre saying the same thing.
Yeah, because I can never tell you what it is to be a black man. I sure can't tell you what it is to be a black father. If I can't
All
even
right.
tell you what it is to be a black man. But that was my question. But I wanted to say was no, we can't. And I think it's kind of vice versa too for not for the single not for the single, like the single fathers. Like some stuff, I got older step kids, and yep, I call them my step kids already, and I be telling them what to do. But I have older step kids, and their mom doesn't teach them stuff. Um, but I find myself teaching them but why should I have to teach them? How come if you saw your ex-wife wasn't teaching him teaching your kids these things? Just for an example, we're out in a restaurant. They hold they spoon and fork like this. So they be eating like this.
Right.
It's so embarrassing. Like I had to show them, but my dad showed me and my mom showed me how to hold a knife and the fork, especially